Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. #Roots is brought to you by Dash Cargo, propelling possibilities. BA Securities, your trading partner in Asia Pacific.
So the Chinoy values that is very important to me is really hard work and perseverance. Even though we have a lot of hardships, we still push through and made sure that we succeed. And also, one more value is integrity. I'm proud of my roots and the hardships that we have gone through as a family. I think I have a very good support system. I work very well with my siblings, and we all have our strengths, and we are better together. When I was growing up, actually, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. When I was 7, I was studying in St. Jude, a very strict Catholic school. I was selling stationeries to my friends in my classroom, and my teacher actually called in my mom to tell her that it's not okay to sell. So at that moment, at a very young age, I already know how to buy and sell. I never thought that I would just be a plain housewife because my mom is working also. Growing up, actually, my parents, I just hear them talk about the business. They always bring me to the office all the time. I don't know the reason why they brought us to the office. But I think because my mom always goes to the office. But during the time when I was there, siguro when I was 10 or 11, what she makes me do is to audit all of the sales and just adds and calculate the sales. I was not required to be in the business. But I think it was instilled in me at a very young age that I would need to help them because nobody else will help them except us, the children. Well, one of the most defining moments in my life was really when I was 15. We had to migrate to Canada, but since my family has a business, so my mom and dad usually comes back and forth to the Philippines, and I am left there in Canada by myself and my 4 brothers.
Actually, my wife, doon sa Canada, no, siyang iniiwanan na, okay, Michelle, itong mga pagkain na ito, bahala ka na. So siyang pinaasikaso sa mga kapatid niya.
I had to really take care of them and cook for them and make sure that they're okay. So maybe at 16, I was forced to become independent. I was forced to become a mother to my brothers, but that really made me stronger. When I was in Canada, I finished college, and I think intrinsically, I really decided to come back home, even though they did not ask me to come home. I think because it was my exposure early on in the business, where I felt that they really needed the help. I have a special bond with my father. I am the only daughter. I have 4 brothers, 1 older brother and 3 younger brothers. And when I came home, 1999, he always brings me around through all his meetings. So I sit beside him all the time, and I know how he works, I know how he thinks, I know the way he decides and how he decides. Even if he doesn't tell me to do it, I know what I need to do. When I came back, 1999, we were just in the fishing business. So we were fishing for 20 years at that time, and we were supplying fish to all the canneries here in Manila and Zamboanga. But my dad decided to build a brand of sardines and to manufacture our own sardines. So that's when we started building the brand from scratch. So we had to develop the labels, We have to design it and print it. And we had to establish the whole sales and distribution network. So the whole business changed overnight. So it's totally different. So we really had to do it from scratch. And that's really the hardest part. But fortunately, we have a lot of help from a lot of suppliers and a lot of people. But it was not really easy. It's really hard to start, especially a brand. So when we entered the market, there were a lot of brands, strong brands that have been there in the market for a long time. So we were rejected a lot of times by the supermarket, saying that their shelves are full, that they cannot accommodate another sardines brand.
Yung mga supermarket, Mr. Lim, kailangan tumatakbo yan kasi kung hindi, sayang ang pwesto namin. We have to get you out. So, doon, my son, sila Mark, and sila Michelle. Then, Dad, we have to advertise kasi kung hindi, tatanggal na tayo. At that time, pinapalabas ang Muroami. Diba? Sino yan? Cesar Montano. Oh, maganda yan. Sa ano yan? Sa dagat yan. Tayo, catching to canning. Maganda connection yan. Tawagan na natin, kausap natin.
So it was a very big risk on our part because I said, my parents are not used to spending money. But we really had to crunch the numbers and tell them, okay, we might need to risk this amount of money. And then we launched our ads in the year 2000.
Lahat ng sardinas may isda. Lahat may sarsa. Pero di tulad ng iba, ang Mega Sardines walang lansa. Dahil ang Mega may sariling barko. Kaya mula catching hanggang canning, ang pagkasariwa sigurado. Kaya naman mas mabisa ang Omega-3 nito. Oh, nakahain na! Subukan nyo!
After a year of launching, and it was a great success. And that's when the doors of the other supermarkets opened. I started the business when I was young. When I was 22, I started in the business already. And I've gone through everyone. I know everyone. I've been in the business for 24 years now. So being a woman at this stage, I think it didn't hinder me. They know who I am. I work like everyone else. And I think they didn't mind that I am a woman. What hindered me in being a woman? I think nothing. I have good people. My people believe in me and support in me. For my belief about other women, I believe that women are stronger. And because women have more grit, due to the fact that they had more pain in childbirth, pain in handling the family, so they have more responsibilities. So I am a mother of 4, but I see to it that my family is my priority. But I think I'm very blessed to have a very good husband who really supports me in everything that I do, and he fills my shoes in whenever I cannot attend to the children.
The husbands are confident enough to allow them to shine, to allow them to even do better than the husbands. No? Gone were the days when the woman is always somebody who stays at home, no? Who takes care only of the family needs. Now, the Chinese Filipino women always stand side by side with their husbands in the family businesses or in conducting their own enterprises independent of their husbands.
It's still very difficult for a woman to be respected as a business leader. Pero nakikita mo ngayon, ang dami ng Chinoy business women na nag-emerge.
For me, it's important to empower women because I think opportunity should be equal for all, regardless of the gender. However, it will all depend on the capabilities that they can give.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. Hashtag Roots is brought to you by Landlight, your total lighting solution. Poland Hopia. Chinese General Hospital and Medical Center. Exceptional care within reach. AgriPro Premier Nutrition Inc. GAOC. Jimmy C. Chua Beng Tang. Nation Paper Products and Printing Corporation. Japan Parts Trading Center. Alejandro Ko. Global Diesel and GU Engineering. Enrique Chua. Sherwin Choi. Albert Ko. Jersey Haven. Veco Paper. Water Care. PG Flex Linoleum and Maruyama Tarpaulin. Ford Tractor Philippines, your long-term agriculture partner. Steven Sia. Tony D. William Goshako. Gabby Ang. Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart.
Welcome sa newest plant. It's our third plant. Of course, all the best practices na-apply na natin dito. So this would be one of the best plant we have ever built. So that's why makita mo, world class yan. And all the standards are here. So it was in 1972, still on my third year sa electrical engineer sa UP. Puro nagde-demonstrations na lang. So I felt that parang hindi ayos na itong klase nito. So naghahanap ako ng business and only nagbibisita ako sa girlfriend ko. We're in there in fishing. So then I decided, okay, sige, why not go into fishing and then build new vessels para at least mas maganda ang efficiency. So that's wherein we started. Sabi ko, anyway, kung matapos yan, siguro I'll be going back to school para at least matapos. Pero ever since that time na when we start fishing, building of vessels, wala na, tuloy-tuloy na. Well, yung sa 1-1 impact in my life dun sa isang failure namin, actually it's not a failure in the sense that it's by nature. Na when we were fishing and may parating na bagyo, nasira mga vessels, iba mga tao, we have 17 person lost. So medyo hirap na yan at we have one vessels inside wherein dini-repair pa. So this is the lowest point wherein anong gagawin natin. Then we discuss with the crew, mga natitira, okay, hindi na natin kaya siguro i-operate yan. Kasi kung operate natin, we would have a lot of sufferings at marami pang kailangan ayusin. Pero pinag-uusapan nila. Sabi ko, pag-usapan nino kasi if we cannot do it, we better shut down para at least makapaghanap na kayo ng ibang trabaho. Pero to my surprise, yung consensus nila is, boss, ituloy na natin yan. So, with that word of encouragement from the people, sabi ko talaga magaling mga Pilipino na at least pagsasama. So that's wherein we have the courage, okay, sige, let's invest some more. At para ma-repair ang vessels at mailabas kagad. So, true enough, na-overcome namin itong disaster nito and it makes us stronger.
The departments I went through. I started with sales and marketing. I handled SEM, the distribution. I handled finance. So I kind of know the whole business from ground up. And what I did was actually set up the systems and controls. I really want to put a system in place, and it's really important for me that there's accountability for everyone. I think that stems from what I studied in school. I studied management information system. It stems from my parents being very disciplined. That's why we have the systems and controls in place. So even though we're not here, the business keeps on running and we have professional people running it.
Now, first of all, I want to remind the second generation or the third generation that before implementing change, try to understand the current setup first. You cannot implement change if you do not understand the full setup first, because those changes that you implement might backfire. So how do we determine the roles of the next generation? Definitely, I suggest that it be based on merit and on skills. You see which child or which descendant has the best skill set for that particular job. Remember, people are different. Even if they're raised as one family, one may be more business-minded than the other. So if you place someone who's not fit for the role, just because you want to give them a position, the company will fail. The company will fail.
As CEO, our company is vertically integrated. So from the source, which is the fishing, we manufacture our own cans, and then we manufacture our canned goods and we distribute. We sell to marketing and then we distribute. So it's a vertically integrated company. So there's a lot of things happening each day, and I had to take care of a lot of operational issues. But again, I have a lot of people handling each department. I have been the COO since the pandemic, because at that time my dad was not able to go out in and out of the house.
During the training at during sabihin natin na nag-actual sales na, nakikita lumalabas ang galing niya. So tapos dito over time nakikita namin na kailangan ko ng report, pero kay Michelle one day nakukuha kagad. So sabi ko, okay, at least ito medyo magandang So it's becoming dependable.
So in most of Chinoy families, usually the eldest son is expected to be the next CEO. But for our company, my eldest brother, Michael, sits in our board, but he's not interested in handling the day-to-day operations. So I am the second, so I made sure, I showed my family that I can handle the business.
You know, when you're choosing a CEO or president, hindi pwede maliit lang yan. You have to see overall what can be done. Kasi the problem na CEO is hindi ka pwede ito lang. Kailangan dito, kailangan may alam ka rin para at least to gel all the organizations into one goal na at least itong target natin, we have to reach that. So kailangan yun ang kailangan na command of responsibility na they have to achieve that.
I am strict, firm, but I'm very fair. I value empathy for my employees. I make sure that their family is okay, and their family is their priority. And I believe that I'm like the mother of the company, but as well as a family. We treat everyone as a family. So since 2015, we are the #1 sardines brand in the Philippines. But the challenge really is how to be competitive and how to sustain and dominate the market. So we have continuous innovation. We have new products and developments. So we have developed our R&D lab here where we can easily come up with new ideas, new innovation, and sobrang accessible siya talaga compared to our Zamboanga plant where it takes us a long time before we can come up with a new product. So this will also be our export hub. We will produce all our exports here, all our viands, because it's easier to bring in the labels from the printers to here. And also we've been exporting since 2004. We export to 30 different countries. So kung saan yung mga kababayan natin, usually nandoon tayo. My role is to keep the company growing and growing faster. So I have the help of a lot of people, people around me, my siblings, but it's really God's grace. So looking back, I think I never thought our company would be this big, but it's through God's grace. And I think the malasakit of all our employees that brought us here. I believe that our employees are the #1 priority in our company. Through the Mega Tiu Lim Foundation, we support the advocacy of health and nutrition. We have programs that not only help feed the children, but also teach the parents on how to give nutritious food to their children. Our business is dependent on natural resources, so sustainability is very important to us. So one of our projects is the Mega Ocean Cleanup, where our boats bring back all the trash from the sea and bring it to the port so we can recycle it. We always go back to a purpose of nation building with the same values as malasakit that we embody in our company.
Malaking dinig na nabunot sa akin. She's more than capable. That's why last March, sabi ko nga, I'll step down and you took over. And nakikita naman, she's very data-driven. And maganda makikita mo sa mga monthly report. Pag bumababang siguro ang target nila, siguro medyo masasabon lang siguro sandali.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. #Roots is brought to you by Go Traktora. Sa bawat hakbang kasama mo. Real Estate Hub. AgriPro Premier Nutrition Inc. Skylaw. Jimmy C. Chua Beng Teng. Nation Paper Products and Printing Corporation. Japan Parts Trading Center. Alejandro Co. Global Diesel and GU Engineering. Enrique Chua. Sherwin Choi. Albert Ko. Jersey Haven. Chan Kwan. Thomas Kua. Philflex Wires and Cables. Ford Tractor Philippines, your long-term agriculture partner. Steven Sia. Chen Z Xia. Nang Family. Tony D. William Goshako.
My name is Lashano Armand Kopo, or Shi Jiafu. I am a singer, an athlete, and a golfer. As a Chinoy, I'm a mix of both Filipino and Chinese cultures. In both, we were taught to treat our parents with the utmost respect. In Tagalog, they say, ang nanay ay ang ilaw ng tahanan, which means the mother is the beating heart of the household. In Chinese, my grandpa always tells me, Tiu pe bu ha, which means to treat your parents with respect and care. I live by these guidelines. Growing up in a Chinoy household, my parents put emphasis on the Chinese values of respect, consistency, and perseverance. But they are also very Filipino in the sense that they find humor in everything. Earlier this year, I joined the elimination rounds for the Copernicus Math Olympiad. There were 2,000 participants from 40 countries. Luckily, I was able to make it through that and onto the final round, which was held in New York in the Columbia University. I wasn't so sure that I would win any awards, but luckily I was able to get a bronze. So I started joining competitions when I was around 6. It just started off small, and when I was 7 years old, I was able to compete internationally in Malaysia. During the summer, I was able to participate in 2 tournaments. I was in the 13 to 14 division, and in both I was able to place in first. During the one in New York, or the one in Thunder Freehold, my mom caddied for me, and we had a lot of fun since she's usually too busy too. And I was able to play well, but unfortunately it rained out after 9 holes. In Florida, however, it didn't rain out, and my coach was caddying me. However, it was a more difficult course. I had a little harder time, however, I was still able to put up a good score. We are at the Wak Wak Golf and Country Club's driving range. I come to practice here 3 to 5 times a week. I love golf because I'm able to represent the country. I'm able to travel all around the world and meet new people, and I love the challenge. Natural talent will only take you so far. What really makes a good golfer is hard work, perseverance, and consistency. Since I am Chinese by blood, the values of persistence, perseverance, and consistency run through generations. I believe I embody these 3 philosophies since I work hard no matter what it is, be it golf, math, or music, and I remember to help those that I've met along the way. Natural talent will only take you so far. Let hard work be your guiding light on the path towards your goals, and you will be left with what you have been striving to accomplish and more.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart.
My advice to the second generation is to listen to the advice of the first generation. They have to remember that the first generation is the one that put hard work in this company so that they are in this situation. I understand that there are a lot of new ideas, but it's also important not to disregard the first generation.
So it's good to have a mixtures wherein the culture of the Chinese is really masipag ka at magtitipid ka at talaga kailangan sa akin yung terms ko palagi dyan is TDK. Tutok, dikit, at kulit hanggang makuha mo. Sa mga bagong entrepreneur na going on business at those who have been in the positions wherein mga youngster na they would like to take over from father, from the parent, pero medyo kailangan ingat lang at you need to be trained kasi pinaghirapan ng mga medyo may edad.
I promise that I will take care of my employees, and I promise that I will share this company with the Filipino people when we are ready.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. #Roots was brought to you by Dash Cargo, propelling possibilities. BA Securities, your trading partner in Asia Pacific.